Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Fight Type 1 Diabetes with JRPGs bundle of November 2023. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga, a strategy JRPG that offers a fresh take on the genre. The game introduces clever game design and engaging squad-based customization system. Each squad in the game consists of up to 9 units placed on a tactical grid, and instead of focusing on individual characters, the game emphasizes the overall strategy and management of your army. The customization options are extensive, allowing you to tweak the composition, class, and leadership of your squads. You can recruit promising rookies and mercenaries, level them up, and guide them through a tree of connected classes. The game encourages exploration and experimentation, as you can freely adjust the squad composition without penalties. The customization is limited by the gold you earn, which is used to acquire new units and artifacts. In terms of gameplay, Symphony of War offers grid-based combat where each squad's movement and abilities depend on its composition. Terrain, unit types, and morale play crucial roles in battle, and there are various tactical choices to consider. The game also introduces interesting mechanics like forcing enemies to surrender, adding depth to the gameplay experience. While the story may be generic and the characterization lacking, the game's core focus on strategic gameplay and customization make it a must-play for fans of the genre. With bright pixel art, a cheerful soundtrack, and a decent in-game reference manual, Symphony of War is accessible and enjoyable. Its novel tactical mechanics and extensive squad customization make it an incredible strategy RPG. And number 2 we have Mato Anomalies, a turn-based RPG that places you in the shoes of Do, a struggling private investigator in Telosma City. Tasked with unraveling the mystery behind a substance called Handout linked to interdimensional parasitic entities known as Bane Tide, the game unfolds into a convoluted narrative, blending cyberpunk, nihilism, and time travel. Despite its attempt to balance investigative storytelling and character backgrounds, the game falls short, leaving characters feeling one-dimensional and fixated on combating Bane Tide. The combat system, initially enjoyable, succumbs to repetition due to an unwieldy user interface and the availability of all abilities early in the game. The shared health bar for the party adds a distracting element, while mind-hacking segments portrayed through a card game become tedious, relying on chance rather than strategy. Les, though providing additional experience and equipment, feel monotonous with repeated combat, treasure, and dead ends. Visuals suffer from shortcuts, with minor NPCs lacking eyes, creating a visual dissonance. Cutscenes often feel disjointed, interrupting voice acting, while the jazzy background music fades into forgettable ambiance. Mato Anomalies, though having redeeming qualities in combat and unique enemy designs, ultimately feels too ambitious for its own good. The dense interface, coupled with a narrative laden with strained dialogue and empty contrivances, creates an unintentional headache that hinders the game's intended gravity. And number 3 we have Edge of Eternity, a JRPG game. The game is set in a world on the brink of destruction, where you take control of a group of heroes on a quest to save their world from an otherworldly threat. With its unique blend of science fiction and fantasy elements, Edge of Eternity offers players a compelling narrative, deep character customization, and intense turn-based combat. While Edge of Eternity may not be as graphically intense as other AAA titles, its beautifully rendered environments and characters are still impressive. The game's art style is reminiscent of anime, with vibrant colors and bold character designs that help bring the game's world to life. The music in Edge of Eternity is simply amazing, and adds a layer of emotional depth to the game's already engaging storyline. As for the gameplay, Edge of Eternity features a unique turn-based combat system that emphasizes teamwork and strategy. You can customize your party members with different weapons, armor, and abilities, and you must carefully plan out each move in order to murder your enemies. The game also features a deep crafting system that allows you to create powerful weapons and armor using materials you gather throughout the game's world. Edge of Eternity features intense, gory battles with blood splatters and dismemberment. However, it is worth knowing you can turn off the blood and gore effects in the game's options menu if you wish to play a less violent version of the game. One of the standout features of Edge of Eternity is its branching narrative. The game offers players multiple paths to take throughout the story, each with their own consequences and outcomes. This means that players can have a vastly different experience depending on the choices that they make, adding a layer of replayability to the game. Overall, Edge of Eternity is an excellent JRPG with a compelling storyline, beautiful art style, and engaging gameplay. Its turn-based combat offers a refreshing change of pace from other action-oriented RPGs, and the game's branching narrative gives players plenty of reasons to come back for multiple playthroughs. Those who are fans of intense, gory battles will definitely find plenty to enjoy here. And number 4 we have Fables, the Everlasting Sapling, an indie game that pays homage to the Paper Mario series while offering its own unique experience. With solid graphics, memorable music, and an achievement system, it captures the essence of a Nintendo console game. Set in the bug-filled world of Bulgaria, players join the trio of Kaboo, Leaf, and V on a quest to find lost artifacts, encountering humorous character interactions and a satisfying ending. The game features numerous side quests that enhance the lore, although some lack the necessary information for completion. Combat takes inspiration from Paper Mario, but adds improvements, with each character's abilities and a party order influencing bonuses and targeting. Special moves powered by TP introduce strategic choices with various status effects. Medals play a significant role, allowing players to customize their party's abilities and playstyle. Beyond combat, the game incorporates puzzle platforming sections that rely on each character's unique abilities, providing a challenging yet forgiving experience. Some moves are not explicitly taught, requiring players to discover their usage, and the absence of individual zone maps is a minor drawback. Fables, the Everlasting Sapling successfully captures the spirit of Paper Mario, while delivering a compelling experience on its own. The game's well-written story, charming characters, and engaging combat make it a worthwhile journey for fans of the genre. With its fast-paced gameplay and delightful aesthetic, it offers an enjoyable adventure that stands out on its own right. And number 5 we have Nexomon Extinction. The second title in the Nexomon series introduces you to a charming monster collecting RPG world. As an orphan coming of age to become a Nexomon tamer, you embark on a journey in a post-apocalyptic setting plagued by evil Nexomon tyrants. While the overarching goal is to save the world, the game emphasizes the journey, offering an open world where your destinations are determined by the difficulty of local Nexomon rather than a linear story. Visually, Nexomon Extinction combines retro aesthetics with modern enhancements, featuring vibrant graphics reminiscent of an HD version of a GBA title. The soundtrack complements the experience, with tracks ranging from energetic bangers to melancholic tunes. The writing of Nexomon Extinction is engaging and humorous, primarily delivered by the silent protagonist's sidekick, Coco, who breaks the fourth wall and adds a layer of self-awareness to the narrative. The battle system, though seemingly familiar, offers depth beneath its simplicity. Nexomon families and attacks align strategically, requiring a balance between attack strength and stamina consumption for victory. The capturing process sees improvements, with a percentage chance indicator and a button press minigame, adding nuance to the experience. Notable enhancements include a shard system, allowing customization of Nexomon stats through crafted synergy cores. Interactions with NPCs evolve dynamically, and the game's menus are user-friendly. Despite the positives, random battles pose a challenge, quickly depleting your team. Nexomon Extinction is simply great, celebrated by its artful design, witty dialogue involving Nexomon trapping mechanics, and intriguing customization systems. And number 6 we have Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, a game that introduces you to a charming RPG world with a delightful blend of old-school aesthetics reminiscent of SNES and PS1 eras. Guiding you through the journey is CJ, a treasure hunter, immersed in the day-to-day life of a town after an earthquake. The game excels in small-scale character-based moments, offering a personal touch to the narrative, even amid the overarching save-the-world plot. The dialogue is handled impressively, with characters expressing emotions through emoji bubbles, adding depth to the text-heavy experience. Rising's strength lies in its relaxed pace, encouraging you to explore the town, undertake numerous side quests, and engage with a diverse cast of characters. The game incorporates action elements, with CJ's versatile movement and the introduction of party members, Garou and Elycia, each contributing unique abilities to combat. While the combat might feel lightweight initially, the addition of upgrades and gear, along with varied dungeons, enhances the experience. However, the game's slow pacing, particularly in tutorials and repetitive early dungeons, might not appeal to everyone. The absence of randomized dungeons may make exploration feel somewhat rote, but the ease of combat and the charm of the characters make the experience worthwhile. The main story, taking around 10 hours to complete, offers a satisfying adventure with the potential for additional content through side quests and a hard mode option. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a game that may require some patience to fully appreciate. While the combat and structure may seem basic at first, the engaging cast, calming visuals, and evolving mechanics make it a worthwhile playthrough. And number 7 we have Dark Deity, an SRPG that expertly walks the fine line between homage and innovation, drawing heavy inspiration from the Fire Emblem series. The game's story kicks off with the king's ill-prepared military strike, conscripting students from a military academy into the war effort. While the narrative may feel somewhat predictable and convoluted, it redeems itself through the evolving relationships among the cast of characters. These relationships, filled with romance, quarrels, and intrigue, keep the story engaging. The game allows you to explore these dynamics further through bond conversations, even though they don't impact gameplay. Dark Deity boasts a diverse cast of characters, some of whom are as captivating as those in Fire Emblem Three Houses. With 30 playable characters, it can feel overwhelming, but their central role in the narrative helps compensate for the occasionally underwhelming writing. In terms of gameplay, Dark Deity adheres to classic turn-based tactics, with battles unfolding on grid-based maps. The game introduces its twist on the weapons triangle, incorporating 4 armor and 9 damage types. While this system can be complicated, color-coded arrows provide clarity, guiding players on damage effectiveness. Another unique feature is the ability to switch between 4 weapons during combat without penalties. This system, along with the upgradable weapons and equipable internal aspects, offers deep customization. The game's 54 classes and character promotion system allow for diverse playstyles and strategies, but the lack of distinct abilities and balance issues among classes can be a drawback. In summary, Dark Deity distinguishes itself as a solid SRPG. While it borrows heavily from Fire Emblem, its character-driven narrative, complex combat systems, and charming retro aesthetics make it a compelling choice for fans of the genre. However, it falls short in terms of storytelling and may become monotonous due to a limited gameplay loop. At number 8 we have Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga, Legends DLC, an expansion for the engrossing strategy RPG Symphony of War. This game offers a compelling return to the land of Tenra, with new content and features. This DLC entices players to join a Nephilim army. If you're a fan of the base game, this expansion introduces 8 challenging story battles and a noteworthy New Game Plus feature, allowing you to approach the game differently in subsequent playthroughs. Legends provides significant upgrades, including detailed character portraits and additional job classes for squad customization. The New Game Plus feature allows for extensive tailoring of gameplay, from carrying over characters to adjusting damage input and output, enhancing replayability. The DLC story battles, often serving as prequels to the main plot, shed light on key characters and events, deepening the Symphony of War narrative. Despite potential drawbacks for newcomers, such as battle's length and varied job class utility, returning players will find Legends a treat. The expansion's exploration of dragon lore, incorporation of versatile New Game Plus options, and the addition of General Ragavi as a fully fledged story character contribute to the overall enjoyment. Symphony of War: The Nephilim Saga Legends becomes a compelling incentive for returning fans to revisit Tenra. Just note that this bundle gives you a 45% off coupon, as opposed to the DLC itself. Given that the DLC is already reasonably priced, the 45% off coupon is a steal. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is awesome for some really good JRPG goodness, be it turn-based or tactical battle system. If you're really into tactical battles or JRPGs, this bundle is a gem. Standout titles in this bundle are Symphony of War, Fables, Eiyuden, and Nexomon Extinction. Those 4 titles alone make this bundle awesome, and I would highly recommend it. In any case, kindly show support by liking and subscribing to the channel. I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.